Hello and congrats, we're back with some more Colorado Avalanche franchise mode in FHM 12. And in this one, we have the start of the Year 4 playoffs, starting out against the 42, 34, and 8 Chicago Blackhawks. So let's get right to it. Here we go, game number 1 in Colorado. It'll be a 4-2 Colorado victory. There you go. Good start to the series. Shots are 37-29 in favor of Chicago. 3 stars of the game are Drury, Stenlund, and Stamkos. First period, you have Jordan Gavin getting us started from Makar and Lehkonen, but then Stenlund for Chicago to make it 1-1. Then you have Jack Drury scoring from Bardakov and Gushin to make it 2-1, heading into the second period where it's Prishkapov from Drury and Stamkos to make it 3-1. And then in the third period, it's Zetterlund to make it 3-2, but then it's Stamkos from Ball and Humphreys in the last minute of the game to make it a 4-2 victory. All right, here we go. Game number 2 will be a 7-2 Colorado victory. Shots are 28 apiece. 3 stars of the game are Bardakov with a 5-point night, Humphreys and Makar. First period, Humphreys gets us started from Drury and Bardakov to make it 1-0, and that's Jordan Greenway to make it 1-1. But then it's Jack Khan unassisted on the power play. Jordan Gavin from Makar and Bardakov to make it 3-1, and then it's Gavin again in the final minute of the period from Bardakov and Makar to make it 4-1, heading in the second period where there's no scoring. Third period, Brady Tkachuk with the goal, makes it 4-2, but then it's Bardakov from Gavin and Humphreys, and then Bardakov again, less than a minute later from Humphreys and Tuomisto, and then it's Makar from Natchez and McKinnon to make it a 7-2 victory. Game number 3, can we go up 3-0 in this series? Yes, we can. We win 5-1. Very nice. Shots are 30-20 in favor of Colorado Avalanche. 3 stars of the game are McKinnon, Natchez, and Makar. First period, Natchez with goal from Humphreys and McKinnon makes it 1-0. Then it's Stamkos from Humphreys and Zhilkin with his first playoff point to make it 2-0. And then it's McKinnon from Natchez and Makar to make it 3-0. And in the second period where it is Sean Farrell for Chicago to make it 3-1, but then it's Natchez on the power play from Makar and McKinnon, and then it's Gushin from Akan and Tuomisto to make it 5-1, heading in the third period where there's no scoring, and that is a 3-0 series lead for us. And we're heading into an elimination game 4, so let's get right into it. Come on, Colorado. Start this one off on a good note. And it looks like Chicago might get the first goal of the game here. And yes, indeed they do. That's Cole Sillinger with the goal to make it 1-0 for Chicago. And here's the second goal of the game. Looks like it might be for your Colorado Avalanche. Yes, indeed. Very nice. Kel Makar with the goal from Akan and Natchez. And we now have the second period tied at 1. Oh, late goal here in the second period. Who's it going to be? It looks like it will be for your Colorado Avalanche. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chicago takes it back, but we get it back. And all right, we get the 2-1 lead with 53 seconds remaining in the second period. Dimas Jokin with his first playoff goal from Drury. And we're heading to the third period up by 1. And will that be all she wrote? Yes, indeed. We win 2-1, and we're off to the second round. Thanks to the series-winning goal by Dimas Jokin, the rookie. Shots are 34-27 in favor of Colorado. 3 stars of the game are Natchez, Zetterlund, and Akan. So we get the sweep, and let's see who we face in the second round. And it'll be the 44, 32, and 8 Nashville Predators. So here we go. Game number 1 against Nashville will be a 6-2 Nashville victory. Ooh. Shots are 24-20 in favor of Colorado. 3 stars of the game are Crystal, Krebs, and Lizotte. First period, we get the scoring started. Drury from Gushin and Makar makes it 1-0, but then it's Lizotte and Kamel to make it 2-1, heading into the second period where it's Lizotte and then Gushin with our second goal of the game to make it 3-2 from Tuomisto and Middleton, but then it's Bunting, Krebs, and Edstrom to make it 6-2, no scoring in the third, and that is a rough game number 1. All right, game number 2, come on, don't fall down 2-0 to Nashville. And all right, we get the 2-0 victory. I will take it. Shots are 33-21 in favor of Colorado. 3 stars of the game are Makar, Melendek, and Prishkapov. First period, no scoring. Second period, McKinnon with a goal from Makar and Middleton to make it 1-0. Third period, Makar with a goal from Natchez and Prishkapov to make it the 2-0 victory. Here we go. Game 3 will be a 3-1 Colorado victory. Shots are 23-21 in favor of Nashville. 3 stars of the game are Makar, Crystal, and Stamkos. First period, Stamkos scores on his old team from Humphreys and Tuomisto to make it 1-0, and then it's Prishkapov from Makar and Ball to make it 2-0, heading to the second period where it's Crystal unassisted to make it 2-1, and then it's Gavin in the third from Lehkonen and Malinsky to make it a 3-1 victory for your Colorado Avalanche, and we're now up 2-1 in the series. Time for game number 4. What will it be? It'll be a 2-0 Colorado victory. All right. I'm liking these defensive games. I'm liking these, the fact that we're able to put a couple of shutouts together here. Shots are 27-25 in favor of Colorado. 3 stars a game are Ball, Melendek, and Gushin. First period, no scoring. Second period, Crystal with the penalty, so no scoring as well in the second. And then a third period, McKinnon from Natchez and Middleton with the first goal of the game. And then Jack Drury into the empty net with 4 seconds remaining from Gushin, and Ball makes it the 2-0 victory. And we are up 3-1 in the series. Here we go into game number 5. We're going right into it. Come on, Colorado. Good start. Get it in. Get it in. Nice. All right. We are up 1-0 on the first shot of the game. And the goal by Jack Drury from Humphreys. That's early in the first period. And we have another one here. What are they doing? The puck's right there, guys. Come on. That's going to be for Nashville. It's now 1-1. Kistikov with the goal. And will that be it for the first? Yes, indeed. We're heading to the second tied at 1. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, boy. I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah, that's going to be a Nashville goal. Brady Martin with a goal makes it 2-1 Nashville. Come on, Colorado. Convert on this chance. Convert on this chance. 17, 62, 91. All right, nice. We are now tied at 2. Steven Stamkos with the goal from Lehkonen and Zhilkin. Oh, boy. We have another one here. Can we get it back? Yep, that's going to be an icing. Offensive zone draw. Nice. All right, we're now up 3-2. Cal McCarr with a goal from Jordan Gavin. And we have a late second period goal here. Come on, Colorado. Come on. 17, 62, 29, 62. Nice. All right. We have a 4-2 lead. Arturi Lehkonen with his first of the playoffs from McKinnon and Zhilkin. And we're heading to the third. Up by 2. Oh, there's an icing. Will it be 5-2? Will it be 5-2? Yes, indeed. Nice. 75 with a goal. And we have a comfortable 3-goal lead. Daniil Gushin with a goal from Tuomisto and Brindley. And will that be it? No, we have one more. It looks like that is going to be a defensive zone draw and a possible Nashville goal. Yes, indeed. So that is now 5-3 with 4:21 remaining. Edstrom with the goal for them. And will that be it? No, we got another one. We got another one. It's looking like it might now be for your Colorado Avalanche. I was going to say it might be for Nashville, but no, it is the empty net goal for your Colorado Avalanche as Gavin Brindley with the goal from Gushin. And Ball makes it 6-3, and that is it. We're off to the third round. Very nice. Shots are 30-19 in favor of Colorado. 3 stars the game are Brindley, Gushin, and Lehkonen, all with 2-point nights. And the third round, we now have the 49, 31, and 4 Anaheim Ducks. And this is the first time we've made it to the third round in this series, in this franchise mode. So we're doing pretty well. But of course, the job is not done yet. So let's get into game 1 against Anaheim. And it will be a 5-2 Anaheim victory. Ooh. Shots are 30-17 in favor of Anaheim. 3 stars of the game are Carlson with a hat trick, Terry, and Hoglander. First period, we get on the board first from Gavin Brindley from Humphreys and Tuomisto, but then it's Carlson with his first of the game to make it 1-1. Second period, Carlson with 2 back-to-back goals, so that's the natural hat trick for Carlson to make it 3-1, and then Podkolzin makes it 4-1. Heading in the third period was Bardakov to make it 4-2 from Gushin and Middleton, but then it's Troy Terry to make it a 5-2 Anaheim victory in game number 1. Time for game number 2, and it will be a 3-0 Colorado victory. There you go. That's more like it. Shots are 35-26 in favor of Anaheim still, so Anaheim out shooting us in both games so far. 3 stars of the game are Nabokov with the shutout, Gushin, and Brindley. First period, no scoring. Second period, Prishkapov with a goal from Tuomisto and Brindley. And then the third period, it's Gushin from Malinsky and Drury. And then Gavin from Gushin and Makar to make it a 3-0 victory. We are tied at 1 in the series. Landeskog thinking about retiring. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen with the, obviously his indefinite injury, his age, and just, the fact that this is, I think, his second serious injury. And obviously he had the major injury last year. And then, coming back from his initial injury, I guess you had to figure it was coming at some point, but it looks like he might be retiring this offseason. So you know what, boys, let's do it for Landing. Let's win that Stanley Cup. But we're not going to do that unless we win this game here against Anaheim. So here we go. Game 3 against Anaheim will be a 4-3 victory. There you go. Shots are 26-24 in favor of Anaheim once again. 3 stars of the game are McKinnon, Hoglander, and Natchez. First period, Jackson Lacombe gets the scoring start to make it 1-0. But there's Jack Drury from Bardakov and Tuomisto to make it 1-1. Marty Necas scores from Middleton and McKinnon to make it 2-1. But then it's Hoglander to make it 2-2 heading into the second period, where it's Gavin from Brindley to make it 3-2. And then Pius Suter scores for Anaheim to make it 3-3 heading into the third period, where it's Malinsky with the game-winning goal on the power play from Necas and McKinnon. And we're now up 2-1 in the series. Here we go. Game number 4 will be a 4-2 Anaheim victory this time. So we are now tied at 2 in this series. Shots are 34-28 in favor of Anaheim. That is the 4th game in a row Anaheim has outshot us. 3 stars of the game: Seneca, McKinnon, and Mijatovic. First period, Roger McQueen with the goal makes it 1-0 Anaheim, but then it's Marty Necas short-handed from McKinnon and Tuomisto to make it 1-1, and then Seneca for Anaheim to make it 2-1 heading to the second, where it's Mijatovic to make it 3-1, and then it's McKinnon with 3 seconds left in the period from Malinsky and Necas to make it 3-2 heading into the third, where it's Troy Terry into the empty net with 7 seconds remaining from Carlson and Bolius. And we have an interesting series here heading into game 5. This is going to be a pivotal game right here. Come on, guys. Game number 5 will be a 4-1 Colorado victory. There it is. Shots are 37-20 in favor of Anaheim. They are dominating in terms of shots. We seemingly cannot outshoot them here in this series, and they almost double outshot us here in this game. 3 stars of the game are Humphreys, Nabokov, and Malinsky. If we win this series, it is in large part thanks to Nabokov. He's been doing very well so far these playoffs. I mean, I haven't checked the stats, but I'm pretty sure his save percentage, it's got to be close to 920, I would imagine. First period, Humphreys gets the scoring started from Malinsky to make it 1-0. Then it's Carlson to make it 1-1. Hey, second period, where it's McKinnon from Brindley and Humphreys to make it 2-1. Gavin from Zhilkin and Makar to make it 3-1. And then it's McKinnon from Humphreys and Malinsky to make it 4-1 heading into the third period, where there's no scoring. And we have a 3-2 lead in the series. Come on, Colorado. Elimination game number 6. Let's win this one and send it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Come on, guys. Oh boy, I'm not liking this. This is going to be Ryan Anaheim goal off the bat. Yes, indeed. As Beckett Seneca to make it 1-0 Anaheim. And we have another goal. Looks like it might be for your Colorado Avalanche. 93-8. Nice. All right, we're tied at 1. The goal by Makar from Bardakov and McKinnon. And will that be it for the first? Yes, indeed. We are heading into the second period, tied at 1. Come on, boys. Get the next one. Get that next goal. 93. Oh, he shoots wide. Get it on net. There it is. All right. Was that Makar again? That might have been Makar again. No, that was Bardakov from Makar and Gavin to make it 2-1. And that's it for the second. We're heading to the third, up by 1. Come on, Colorado. This is for the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh boy, it looks like Anaheim might have a goal here. Yep. It's a tie game early in the third period. Miroshnichenko makes it 2-2. Oh boy, is that gonna be icing? No icing. So that's a goal for Anaheim. That's not good. You don't like to see it. That's a 3-2 game now. Mijatovic with the goal. Oh boy. It's 4-2 now. 8:07 remaining. Anaheim once again outshooting us. And this time with a 2-goal lead. Troy Terry. Come on, guys. Get a quick one here. Oh, boy. It's going to be Anaheim again, isn't it? Yeah, it's a defensive zone draw. And Anaheim goal. Oh, boy. Looks like we are probably going to a game 7 here. Mijatovic with the goal. And that is just about it. We're headed to 7. Oh, boy. Shots are 29-28. So we came close, but Anaheim once again outshot us. 3 stars again. Miroshnichenko, Seneca, and Mintukov. All right, game number 7. This is for the Stanley Cup Finals. Come on, Colorado. Get off to a good start. Oh boy. All right, 17 in the zone. 22. Is that in? No, it went around the net. 17, 22. Nice. All right, we get the first goal. Maximilian Curran with his first playoff goal from Zhilkin and Tuomisto, the rookie coming in clutch. And that is the end of the first. We have the second goal of the game. Is that going to be icing? Yes, indeed. All right, that's icing. Offensive zone draw. And that's in the net. Very nice. We are up 2-0. Arturi Lehkonen with the goal from Malinsky and Drury. Oh, 18, 62, 4. Come on, make it 3-0. Make it 3-0. 93, 18. Nice. All right. Halfway through the second period, we're up 3-0. Jack Drury with the goal from Bardakov and Ball. We have another one here. 75, 18, 93. It's moving too fast. 75, 17. There it is. All right. 75 puts it in the net. I believe that is Gushin. And that makes it a 4-0 lead for your Colorado Avalanche. And still only roughly halfway through the second period. Gushin with the goal from Drury and Jilkin. We have another one here. Come on, guys. Make it 5-0. Make it 5-0. 70, 15, 16 is going all around. And there it is. 5-0. With 6:30 remaining in the second period. Jack Drury with his second of the game from Akan and Prishkapov. And we have one more before heading into the third period here. Is it about to be 6-0 here? I believe so. 79 down low. Nice. 6-0 with 3 seconds remaining in the second period. Nathan McKinnon with a goal from Gushin and Akan. And this game looks to be all but wrapped up here, barring some sort of miracle from Anaheim. But I don't believe that is going to happen. I mean, they'll get this one. They'll make it 6-1, but there's no way there's enough time. There's no way. There's absolutely no way there's enough time for them to get back in this game. Troy Terry with the goal makes it 6-1, but that is indeed all she wrote. And we are headed to the Stanley Cup final. Very nice. Shots are 26-18 in favor of Colorado. So we finally outshot the Anaheim Ducks in game number 7. 3 stars of the game are Drury, Gushin, and Ball. Drury with a 4-point night. And who are we facing in the Stanley Cup Finals? It will be the 51-28-5 Ottawa Senators. Here we go. Game 1 against Ottawa will be a 4-1 Ottawa victory. Oh, shots are 32-31 in favor of Ottawa. 3 stars of the game are Stützle with a hat trick, Johnson, and Yakimchuk. First period, Pelletier with the goal for Ottawa makes it 1-0. Second period, Malinsky gets our only goal of the game from Akan and Natchez. But that's Stützle with 2 goals in the second and then another in the third for the natural hat trick to make it a 4-1 Ottawa victory. Come on, guys. Let's do this for Landy. We got to win this game number 2. And it'll be a 4-3 Ottawa victory. Oh, come on. Shots at 35-32 Ottawa. 3 stars of the game are Zary, McKinnon, and Johnson. First period, we got to a good start. We had the first 2 goals. Prishkapov with a goal from McKinnon and Tuomisto. And then it's McKinnon from Jokin and Middleton to make it 2-0 heading in the second period, where it is 3 unanswered Ottawa goals from Johnson, Boucher, and Johnson again. In the third period, it's Stamkos from Brindley and Tuomisto. So we go into overtime, where it's Connor Zary with the goal for Ottawa to give them a 2-0 series lead. All right, game number 3. Come on, guys. We got to win this one. That's going to be a 5-3 Ottawa victory. You don't like to see it. We're going to have to pull off the reverse sweep. The shots are 29 apiece. 3 stars of the game are Stützle with the hat trick again. McKinnon and Batherson. Stützle has been quite a thorn at our side so far this series. First period, McKinnon with the goal. So we got the first 2 goals of the game again, but unfortunately, defense and goaltending were not great in the second half of that period. As McKinnon from Natchez and McCarr makes it 1-0, and then Humphreys unassisted makes it 2-0, but then Stützle with 2 goals, and then Cousins makes it 3-2 heading in the second period where there's no scoring. Third period, Stützle with the hat trick from Batherson and Yakimchuk to make it 3-2. Then it's Humphreys from Ball and McKinnon to make it 4-2, and then Batherson with the last goal of the game makes it the 5-3 Ottawa victory, and we're going to need to really focus these next few games here if we are going to win the Stanley Cup. Come on, guys. Do it for Landy. He's set to retire at the end of this year, possibly. Come on. We're going to this game number 4. It's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of goals from our side, but it's still possible. It's not over till it's over. Come on, Colorado. Take it 1 game at a time here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Come on. Ottawa, right off the bat, gets the first goal of the game on the first shot as well. Batherson with the goal. Come on, guys. Oh, man. Do we have another one? Do we have another one right off the face-off? Oh, no. Oh, no. 2 early goals for Ottawa. Makes it 2-0. Cousins with the goal. And that's not a good way to start. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Come on. Come on, Colorado. All right. There it is. All right. We're in the offensive zone. 15 on net. On net. All right. Okay. We get a shorthanded goal from McKinnon. Gets the assist from McCann. We're back in this game. There's still hope. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Get that puck back. Get the puck back. Yes. Come on. 93 on net. Nice. All right. We're tied at 2. I'm not going to get too excited yet. We're still down 3-0 in series. Humphreys from Bardakov and Drury makes it 2-2. And do we have another one here? Come on, Colorado. 16, 88 behind the net. 16 in front. Nice. All right. We're up 3-2. This is all the first period, by the way. Prishkapov with the goal from Natchez and McKinnon. And that is the end of the first. Come on, Colorado. 88 in the zone. 29, 16, 88. Nice. All right. We're up 4-2 now. Halfway through the second period. Natchez with the goal from Prishkapov and McKinnon. And we have another goal here. We have a face-off. And it looks like it might be for Ottawa. Yep, that's going to be for Ottawa. It's now 4-3. Stützle with the goal. And will that be it for the second period? Yes, indeed. We're heading into the third, up by 1. Come on, Colorado. Get me the insurance marker here. 29, 16, 29, 16. Nice. All right. 5-3. It's 12:42 remaining in the third. We have a decent lead right now. McKinnon with the second of the game from Prishkapov and Brindley. And will that be it? No, we got another one. 17 in the zone. 62, 17, 22, 17 on net. Nice joking with a goal. Makes it 6-3. And that's from Curran and Lehkonen with the assist with 3:24 remaining. We have another goal. And this time it might be for Ottawa. It seems. Yep. That's going to be a goal for Ottawa. 6-4 now is the score with 2:41 remaining. Pelletier with a goal. Will that be it? Yes, indeed. We're heading off to a game 5. All right. So that's one. There's one victory. Take it one game at a time. Shots are 39-31 in favor of Colorado. 3 stars of the game are McKinnon with 4-point night, Raquel, and Prishkapov. All right, game number 5. Let's go into it. Come on, Colorado. Get off to a good start. Get off to a good start. We're in the defensive zone. Don't like to see it. Come on, get it back. Get it back. Nope. And that's going to be an Ottawa goal, isn't it? Yep. So Ottawa gets the first of the game. That's Connor McMichael with the goal. Make it 1-0. Oh, is this going to be our first of the game? 75, 2, 18. Nice. All right. 1-1 with 2:10 remaining in the first period. Jack Drury with the goal from Brodin and Gushin. And that's it for 1. Second period time. Come on, guys. Oh, man, they're out shooting us like crazy. 30-10 are the shots. Come on, Colorado. Get back, get back, get back. 2-1 in favor of Ottawa now. Pelletier with the goal. And that is it for the second period. We are down by 1, outshot 35-13 currently. Come on, Colorado. Come on, do it for Landy. Do it for Landy. Get me one. 17, 29, 17, 29, 17. Nice. All right. We're tied at 2 with 5:43 remaining. That's McKinnon with the goal from Jokin and Makar. Come on, Colorado. Finish this off. And we're going to overtime. Shots are 45-23. We got to make our next one count. Come on, Colorado. And we are headed to a second overtime. Oh boy, here it is. Who's it going to be? It looks like it's going to be Ottawa. Come on, get it back, get it back, get it back. No, it's going to be Ottawa. Yeah. And there's the dream. Stützle with the Stanley Cup winning goal gives Ottawa the victory. Gives Ottawa the victory. I was going to say, the game's already over. Why is it saying it wants to? If I want to send him to the end of the game. All right, there it is. Yep. Shots are 59-34 to end the game. Jeez. 3 stars of the game: McMichael, McKinnon, and Pelletier. We had a chance. We gave ourselves a chance after that game number 4, and we made it a competitive game 5 at least. But still, they were, we got ourselves in too big of a hole too early with that 3-0 series lead they took initially. That was just too big of a hole. Very unfortunate. Let's check out the stats for the playoffs. McKinnon with 24 points. He did well. Makar with 18. Drury, Humphreys, and Natchez with 15. Gushin with 13. Bardakov and Tuomisto with 12. 10 for Gavin and Zhilkin. 9 for Prishkapov. 8 for Malinsky and Brindley. 7 for Akan. 6 for Stamkos, Lehkonen, Middleton, and Ball. 2 for Curran, and 1 for Brodin. And then a goal, Nabokov in 21 games played with 3 shutouts and a .912 save percentage. Yeah, I mean, he did well. He did well for the most part, but there was a few games in there that weren't pretty. But overall, he was solid, so I can't really pin this on him. Let's take a look at the schedule. So game 1 against Ottawa, 4-1 loss. Game 2, 4-3 loss. Game 3, 5-3 loss. Game 4, our 1 victory, 6-4 win, and then a 3-2 loss. So I can't really blame that entirely on, that final series entirely on the goaltending. It's just, Ottawa was just overall better. I mean, we saw it in that last game, especially with the shot with the shot totals, what they were. It just, unfortunately, we're not able to match up against Ottawa in this series, despite finishing ahead of them in the standings. Obviously, we won the President's Trophy, but, clearly they had the the winning recipe this year. And let's take a look at their roster. Johnson, Stützle, Batherson, Yakimchuk. Yeah, I mean, so they have, obviously they don't have any 5-star players like we do, but I think you can definitely see why they won. You know, they have Yakimchuk, who is solid defensively and it looks like he has a good future. They have a full first line, with Johnson, Stützle, and Batherson rather than, just McKinnon and Natchez. And now, obviously, I think it would have helped if we did have Landeskog, but that's unfortunately not how it went. He was injured around the trade deadline time, and obviously that was a major injury, so he was never making it back in time. He's still got 3 to 4 months left on the injury, and he may very well retire this upcoming offseason. So that's very unfortunate. I wanted to maybe get him that Stanley Cup before he retired, but it looks like this may be not definite, obviously, right? But if you see a news article that says he's thinking about retiring, there's a pretty good chance I would imagine that he's going to retire. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. So we may as well take a look at the upcoming FAs. You have Lehkonen, Stamkos, Akan, then Minor, Brodin, Ivan, and Middleton. Stamkos wants 4.8 for 1 year. I mean, he was pretty good during the regular season. Playoffs, he had 6 points in 21 games played. I think I'll probably release him. And then Lehkonen, he wants 5.3 for 3 years. I just don't think he's really worth that at this point, especially considering he only had 25 points in 46 games played. I mean, then again, if you stretch that out over the course of the entire year, if he plays a full 84, then that's probably somewhere around 45 points, right? So I guess that's relatively on pace for what he had the previous season, but I'm not really a fan of the length there for a 33-year-old. If I could get him down to 2 years, I might do that. Okay, he came down to 2 years. Now, can I take him down on his price a little bit? 5.05. Okay, 5.1 for 2 years. I mean, you know what? He's good enough defensively where I think he could potentially still be worth that. I'm just worried about his physical ratings dropping off. That's the main thing, because he's already 33. He's still got the 16 up and down winger rating, though, so he's still definitely an effective player. So I think I'll re-sign Lehkonen, but we're going to have to keep an eye on him throughout next season to make sure he doesn't drop off. And if he does show any signs of dropping off significantly, then I think we're going to have to unload him, because he's, I would prefer not to be stuck with, I mean, it's not like this is going to be too long of a contract, right? So it's not going to be too detrimental, but I still would prefer to be able to unload him if necessary, right? And I think we'll be able to do that with this contract the way it is. So I'll submit that to him. Jack Akan, he had 43 points in 84 games played, so got back to his original numbers from years 1 and 2 in a bit of a down year last year. He wants $6 million for 1 year. Brodin also wants 6.3 for 1 year and a no movement clause. I don't think Brodin's going to be worth that, because he's only got the 12 old school defenseman rating now. He's starting to fall off, and he only played in 34 games this past season anyway. So yeah, I think I'll release Brodin. And you know what? It's not like we really have many young defensemen who are going to replace Akan anyway. So yeah, I'll offer Akan for 1 year. I'll give him 5.65 for 1 year. Yep, and there it is. Your 2028-29 Stanley Cup champions are the Ottawa Senators. They went through Florida, Detroit, Carolina sweep, and your Colorado Avalanche. But there you go. Akan and Lehkonen have signed. Middleton wants 1.7 for 1 year. And he's got the 14 stay-at-home defenseman rating. I don't like his speed at 10, though. Yeah, I think I'll release Middleton. I offer Trent Minor a contract, so we have a third-string goaltender. But other than him, I think maybe I might consider re-signing Stamkos. Well, it's 7.2 now for 1 year and a no movement clause. What are the finances looking like heading into next season? We're going from 26 mil to 16.9. We're at 79 million right now. It honestly might be pretty close if we re-sign Stamkos. Yeah, I think I'll let Stamkos walk. So every player you see here is getting released. And now it's time for the NHL awards. For the Ted Lindsay and Art Ross, it is Connor McDavid with 62 goals and 125 points on the season. For the Maurice Richard, it is, of course, Nathan McKinnon with the 73 goal season. That is absolutely ridiculous. Lady Bing goes to Troy Terry of Anaheim with 39 goals and 81 points. Bill Masterton goes to Nikita Kucherov of Tampa Bay. 18 goals and 53 points on the season for him at 35 years of age. Mark Messier Leadership Award goes to Alexander Nikishin of Carolina, who is a 2.5-star ability, 14 leadership rating, and not a captain. 4 goals and 25 points on the season for him. And then for the Jennings Trophy, it is Ilya Nabokov of your Colorado Avalanche. He, of course, had a .916 save percentage and 11 shutouts in 61 games played. For the Hart between Draisaitl, McKinnon, and McDavid, it is Connor McDavid. And for the Conn Smythe, it is Tim Stützle. Yeah, he was a pain. He was a pain for us in that series. For the Calder between Bill Zonin, Linus Eriksson, and Viggo Bjork, it is Viggo Bjork of Pittsburgh, 75 points in his rookie season. For the Norris between Jake Sanderson, Cale Makar, and Kevin Ball, so 2 defensemen up for the Norris this year, it is Jake Sanderson. We were 2 for 3 on the nominations and still did not get the award. That's unfortunate. For the Selke between Matthew Nyes, Barrett Hayton, and Trent Frederick, it is Barrett Hayton of Toronto with 65 points. For the Vezina between Ilya Nabokov, Yaroslav Askarov, and Dustin Wolf, it is Ilya Nabokov of your Colorado Avalanche. So good on him. It was a good decision to keep him. For the Executive of the Year between Ryan Johnson, yours truly, and Dan McKinnon, Ryan Johnson of the Ottawa Senators. Okay. For the Jack Adams between Don Granato, Rob Brindamore, and Mike Yeo, it is Mike Yeo of Ottawa. And Samuel Poulin has returned from his injury. Landeskog, unfortunately, still out for 3 to 4 months, and we'll see what his future is on July 1st, on whether or not he's going to retire. And now we're on June 23rd, so let's see what the signing deadlines are. You have Hanlon and Thompson. Andrew Thompson with the 1-star talent, 2-star potential, 22 years of age. And Jacob Hanlon, goaltender, half-star talent with the 3.5-star potential. So I think I'll sign him at the very least. And Thompson, I mean, you know what? He has some pretty good ratings for a 1-star ability. Yeah, I think I'll sign him. He could be a decent depth player if needed. And then is there anybody else who I want to sign? Do I want to sign Meyer? How did he develop this year? Physical ratings did not develop at all. Mental ratings, a little bit. Leadership. Offensive ratings, not at all. Defensive ratings, face-offs went up, stick checking went up. I think I'm going to sign Meyer. He's already had 2 years in university, and he actually had less points this year than he did last year. So I doubt he's going to get much more out of being in college, at least not in terms of hockey. So yeah, well, I'll give him a contract. I will sign Carter Meyer. Because I think he's sort of in the same position now as Jokin was last year, right? Like he wasn't really getting too much out of Jokin wasn't really getting too much out of the OHL at that point. So I think it would be for the best if we bring him over. And here's the 2029 season summary. We reached the playoffs at a winning season, winning percentage of 600 or better, finished first, reached the finals, and met our objective. Unfortunately, did not win Manager of the Year or win the championship. Longevity bonus of 3, financial health bonus of 2, total season score of 40, and total career score so far of 97. We will get negotiating skill maxed out, and then I will start working on player management and some of these head coach ratings as well. Player motivation. All right, let's see. We're on July 1st. So Stamkos retires. Brodin retires. I do not see anything about Landeskog. Is he going another year? He might be going another year here. Ryan McGill retires, our coach. I believe Landeskog is staying. Yes, indeed, he's staying for another year. All right. Although, unfortunately, his highest roll rating now is a 12. So it looks like his effectiveness is going to be dropping off a little bit. But I suppose that was to be expected. Anyway, let's take a look at our roster and see what we need. In goal, we have Nabokov and Wall. On defense, we have 5. So it's Makar, Malinsky, Akan, Ball, and Tuomisto. Definitely going to need at least 2 there. Forward, you have 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. So that's good, at least in terms of numbers. We're set at forward. Let's check our depth charts, actually. We have Linus Funk in the minors, 22 years of age. I don't trust that defensive category. That's not good. I can't imagine I'll be bringing him up, because he's a 13 roll rating for two-way defenseman in the AHL, right? So I can't imagine he's going to do too well here in the NHL. So we're definitely going to need to go after a couple of defensemen at minimum. So let's just quickly check free agency. And specifically for defensemen, you have Heiskanen available, Riker Evans, Dante Fabro. So a couple of good options there in the top 3. Heiskanen certainly wouldn't be bad, but it's a matter of how much does he want and for what term. He wants 6.7 for 6 years and a no movement clause. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that. I mean, we currently have 76.6. If you put Landeskog back on there, then we're at 79.8. So we certainly have a lot of salary cap to spend right now. So maybe I might consider Heiskanen. I'm not sure yet. Just because I still would like to get a solid defensive prospect at the very least, but I'm not sure when or if that's even going to happen in this franchise mode, right? Because as long as you have guys like McKinnon and Makar and Natchez being at the skill level that they are, we're not going to be getting any top picks unless we somehow manage to trade for it. And considering the fact that we just went to the Stanley Cup Finals and that these three are all still 5-star abilities, I don't exactly want to trade any of them right now. So I doubt we'd be able to trade for a top pick. I mean, if we could somehow get Tool in here, that would be fantastic, but I'm not anticipating it. He's ranked at number 4 for European skaters. So maybe he'll fall to Columbus's pick and we can take him then, but I'm not counting on it. He's got the 5-star potential and already a 1-star ability. I think he'll go at worst top 5. He'll definitely go in the top 5. I cannot imagine him falling to where Columbus's pick is, to wherever that is. That'll probably end up being, around 15 or so. So I just can't imagine him falling that low. So my point is I may consider Heiskanen, just considering where we're at. But I think I'll save that for next time, as this one's already been going on for quite some time. So I'll end this one off here. But not before I thank the channel members. Thank you guys so much for all your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.